What's so shocking about season 2 of Telltale's Walking Dead is its original ending called Better to Sleep. Because after a gut-wrenching conflict between Kenny and Jane in episode 5, Clementine originally was supposed to be left by herself with baby AJ in a frozen wilderness, with you literally having to choose the most impossible choice, and that was to abandon baby AJ and let his ass die so Clem could survive, or just sit with AJ, leading both of them freezing to death. And correct me if I'm wrong, but season 2 Clem's shoes look like the exact same shoes that dead skeleton was wearing in episode 5's menu screen picture. That could possibly be Clementine's dead corpse we was looking at the whole entire time without us knowing.
No! No! No!
Now that may be a reach, correct me if I'm wrong though. And for some god-awful reason, there was supposed to be a tiger encounter originally. And first of all, we all would have got eaten and died. Second of all, how in the world are we going to be able to survive that? Like how?
How, Sway?
Hell, there was also supposed to be a flashback with Lee hallucinating with Clementine, but that was also removed as well. And for some reason, there's been unconfirmed rumors like potential molestation by Troy. Initially, Troy was slated to be the one who took Carver's role as the main antagonist, but this was changed due to voice acting issues. Kenny was also considered for this role too, which would have been a significant twist given his potential relationship with Clem. The final version kept Carver as a separate character with Troy as a subordinate, maintaining a clear antagonist. This should suggest Telltale adjusted to ensure character consistency and voice performance, impacting the narrative's tone. And to be honest with you, Troy's voice actor, no disrespect to him, but he doesn't even sound like he could be a villain. What's crazy between the final showdown is that the original plan was the final confrontation between Kenny and Luke instead of Kenny versus Jane, which would have forced people into a more harder choice than the original Kenny versus Jane scenario. While there is no strong evidence for this, there are some people suggesting that it feels more plausible given the characters' dynamics. This change might have been made to streamline the narrative and focus on Kenny/Jane conflict, which had more established tension. Christa, a significant character for season 1, was originally intended to remain with Clem throughout season 2, providing continuity and support with her. However, she was just cut, leaving her fate unknown until later in the series. She's dead, in case you guys were wondering. To be honest, if she would have stayed and they didn't cut her, she could have offered a more stable presence for Clem, considering the fact that she had been around with Clem for a while before Clem met Kenny, potentially altering their emotional tone. The cut likely aimed to focus on new characters and dynamics, but it left people wanting more closure. And yes, Christa may have died, but Jesus Christ, man, y'all ain't had to do it like that off screen. In the original plan, Clem was supposed to be shot early in the game. I ain't talking about Arvo shot, I'm talking about early in the game, in the same arm where she later got bitten by Sam the dog. This supported by early art showing blood, though it's unconfirmed speculation to me. This would have added more to Clem's vulnerability, making her journey more perilous from the start. The final version opted for the dog bite instead of just a gunshot wound, possibly to maintain a consistent injury narrative and avoid redundancy. Because I ain't gonna lie, her being shot in the beginning, ain't gonna make sense. And during the escape from Hal's, aka Carver's camp, the original vision included a snowstorm and a bear, extending the sequence and heightening danger. Discussed by the developers, this would have emphasized the harsh environment, aligning with the more darker tone they originally were trying to do. The final game simplified this, focusing on standard threats, likely to manage development resources and maintain the pacing. And I don't know if this is true or not, but there are controversies surrounding the unconfirmed rumor that Troy molested Clementine. But yeah, the original darker version of Telltale's Walking Dead Season 2 suggests Telltale initially aimed for an even more intense and tragic narrative, aligning with the Walking Dead universe's themes of loss and survival. Changes such as softening the ending and cutting elements like the tiger indicate a shift to balance darkness with hope, likely influenced by some people back in the day with player feedback and development constraints. The community's desire for this cut content reflects ongoing fascination with alternate narratives, while controversies remind us to approach unverified claims with caution. Season 2 was a mess, but we can't cap. There was so much goddamn shit going on in the season.